Hello, and welcome to this episode of Dear FiComm. Dear FiComm is a series where we answer advisor questions about all things marketing. You can submit your own question using the Dear FiComm page on our website. It should be linked below this video. My name is Carolyn Dalla Mole, and I am the VP of Advisor Growth Marketing at FiComm. I'm creating this Dear FiComm episode for Dominic. Dominic wrote in asking for our opinion on the website homepage. He mentions that his ideal client is retiring and they're looking to not just retire, but thrive and live your best life yet. Dominic, thank you so much for writing in to Dear FiComm with this question. I love websites. I have been coaching advisors through their websites for nearly 10 years and have built several websites of my own. It's a powerful moment, so I'm glad you're thinking about it and wanting to improve it. Let's talk about some best practices, and then I'll look at your website and pull it up on the screen so that we can see how they're playing out, and I'll give you some feedback that way. So when I think about an advisor's homepage, there are three main things I look for at first. One is, who do you serve? And are you helping them feel like they're in the right place? Right? So am I in the right place? That's always a first kind of human thing that we're gauging when we're looking at something new, we're entering a new room, or we're on a website. It's like, am I in the right place? Second is, who are the people behind this? Like, once I feel like I'm in a right place, I might be intrigued. Who would I be meeting with? Who would I be talking with? Who's delivering this service? What are they like? So kind of like, who is behind the firm? What's your story? What's your tone? Do I resonate with that? And then thirdly, it comes into some kind of like tactics of the flow of the website, buttons that appear, kind of like navigating. And the way I like to describe that third one is, how are you guiding people through an experience on the homepage? So let's talk about those things, Dominic. I will pull up your website here and we will tackle that first piece. Am I in the right place? So right off the bat, I get a sense that this is a very kind of formal, professional firm. So I'm seeing a photo of a woman who's probably in retirement, talking about market volatility. Okay, volatility. Oh, now we're talking about risk, right? So we're talking about some pretty almost like aggressive topics, some perhaps fearful topics, like if I am afraid of my risk or if I'm afraid of volatility. It's a little bit about avoiding issues. And then I can schedule something on my calendar. So that is one thing I'm seeing. And also you have some calculators. Okay, calculate RMD. Might I know what that is? That kind of reaction. Then I'm being met with a video. So that is an interesting touch, right? It's like, oh, I can immediately meet these people, but perhaps I don't quite yet know if I'm in the right place or not. So perhaps I'm not watching that video yet. Oh, now I need to have a meaningful conversation. At this point, I'm not quite sure what you do. So I would think we need to put some information before your bios and before the conversation form so that I understand, am I in the right place first? Okay, so we keep scrolling. Oh, now I'm seeing you help me build wealth, maximize retirement, and protect my wealth. Okay, that's nice. It is a brief overview, and I would say that some of this language perhaps could add some more of your specific language or more directly speaking to me, because I do see some of these words perhaps on other websites that I'm browsing today. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I see more videos. Bridging confidence gap, timing retirement, the other sure thing. Those are intriguing. I'm a little bit intrigued. And then I'm seeing a map and your phone number. So one thing I'm seeing missing is helping someone feel like they are in the right place. Who do you work with? Who do you love to help? And what specifically should I call you for? The more specific you can get about your target ideal prospect, the more likely I'm going to see myself in it and want to reach out. I'll feel like, oh, this is a great fit for me. I'm worthwhile to talk with them, right? Sometimes there's like a confidence issue. Like, should I be bothering these people or am I a good fit? Do they really understand me? Like, I'm thinking maybe some really specific thoughts and I have some worries, but I also see opportunity. And also just like in general, how do they stand out against some of the other websites I might be looking at today? Okay, so that's a little bit about welcoming someone and making sure they feel like they are in the right place. Let's go on to point number 2, though. Who are you? So with who's the advisor, who's the team behind this, there are a couple things that I, as a coach, try to help you with. There are two big ones, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about tone and story. First off, the tone just should be authentic to you. So what are you like as an advisor? Are you really friendly? Do you like to grab coffee and laugh? Or are you more serious? Like, we meet at 9 a.m. and I will have a suit on and I will have my papers in front of me with my reading glasses on. Okay. So what's the tone that you truly are when I start to meet with you? We want that authentic tone to come through on the website homepage. I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Right now on the homepage, I'm seeing kind of a seriousness. I am seeing bold or direct language. And then I'm also seeing a little bit of fun. So I wonder if there's more fun in the firm than is reflected right now. I say fun because of Cooper. So you delighted me by posting the dog as your chief rollover specialist. It's so fun. It's so cute. It adds personality. So this tells me you probably have more personality than what the rest of the homepage exudes, because I'm seeing a lot of seriousness and bold, direct. Even your video, while it is a nice video and you clearly planned it out and put time and thought into it, it's quite serious. So is that the energy of truly knowing you? If I were 2 years into my relationship with you, would you look like this, or would we be having a little bit more of a human connection? So that's tone. The second thing is story. I think you're doing pretty nicely on the story. Your video talks about your story. You might even change the headline to say something like that, like a bit about us and our story, get to know us a bit better. That could be a nice way to maybe encourage more people to watch it. And then when I click through, I know I can click through on the image. I wonder if a lot of people know that they could click on your headshot. But when I click through, I see a little bit more of your story. There's opportunity there to be adding a little bit more of your personal story. You get into your personal stories a bit in this video, but I would say write them out as well in the bio. Okay, let's talk about the third best practice, which is making sure that we are guiding people through the homepage and we are really making it easy and clear, and it seems organized. Oftentimes, almost every single advisor I've ever chatted with says they help their clients feel clarity and feel confident and feel taken care of, and that they are organizing their life for them. So we want those elements to come through as exampled or exemplified on the homepage. Like, show me that you can do that for me. When I hit the homepage, I'm seeing a lot of options and it's almost overwhelming. Because I see the address, the full address, the phone number, there's a lot of navigation options in here. It's a little overwhelming. So I would love to know, what should I be doing? Or what do a lot of people just do naturally? You could perhaps look at your history right now and say, okay, I've offered a lot of options. What are people actually clicking? Like, what is the human actually clicking on here? And maybe just show those top handful of action items. Also, your buttons are all the same color. So it's not really helping my eye know what is a bigger action versus a secondary action. So perhaps bigger actions get the solid green, and perhaps a secondary action is white or this gray color. Just an idea to help my brain know big versus smaller actions. And then also down here, when it comes to guiding me and making me feel like taken care of, I'm not quite clear what happens if I submit this form or why I should submit the form. Is it that you're going to call me? Am I going to get a phone call within 5 minutes? Or is this going to send me an email so that we can chat? Help me feel safe as I'm submitting this form by telling me what's going to happen afterwards. And then lastly, one just idea as you think about how you're guiding people is tell me what these videos are, right? Are these just knowledgeable kind of resources? Are they for fun? And then as I reach the bottom of your homepage, I'm kind of faced with the very common disclaimer moment, right? But if I reach the bottom, what might you invite me to do so that I can follow along and get to know you better? This is a great place to highlight a social media profile that you are thoughtfully and regularly posting to. So maybe instead of all of the social medias, you prominently say, we tweet every day, and love Twitter, so do we, follow along, that kind of thing, so that if I'm not ready to contact you, I'm at least following you on Twitter, and now I'm a part of your audience. Okay, Dominic, I hope this video has been helpful and has given you some ideas for what to be elevating as you work on this website homepage. Great job so far. I'm loving a lot of what I'm seeing, especially use of video, your personality coming through, and some direct language. Hopefully this feedback helps you understand how it's coming across and what you might add or remove to make sure you're taking care of your ideal prospect. All right, everyone, I will see you in the next video, and thank you for watching this one.